Uh, Hello, everyone. Welcome to this another live session. I'm doing this live through YouTube Studio web interface. Okay, I mean from desktop computer. Okay. Um, Before uh, going further, I would like to know whether the audio quality is okay. So first, let me check it by myself. Okay, 1 second. Wait for a second. I will be playing it. And if the sound quality is okay, you can just inform through the chat. Okay, enable chat, but only the subscribers will be able to send a message. Okay. Uh, okay. Let me check it first. Hello. Audio volume. It seems low, right? Okay, so it seems volume is okay. I will be continuing the talk. Okay. Um, so this talk is regarding simple question and answer session. You can ask any questions related to this YouTube channel and about my experiences, and you can ask me about my uh, recent initiative of QPT Talks, and you can ask any questions related to online learning. I mean, setting up online websites and other stuffs. Okay, doing SEO. So that is the agenda for this session. Um, this session is, as I said, it is from YouTube Studio. So only I can talk through this, but you can ask questions through the chat window. Okay, but generally I am planning to do the live through Google Meet. Okay, so that anyone can join the discussion. Okay, mostly I will be doing it later. So the overall plan is I would like to arrange the live sessions continuously, so that in the future we can have a continuous discussion, panel discussion, that kind of stuff. So I'm just exploring all the options, all the various platforms, so that I can effectively do it. The ultimate aim is through the QPT Talks, I would like to uh, share the information, knowledge between various people, and at the same time, it can be useful for the viewers also. And I'll be getting more views and more content for this channel. Okay, that is the overall plan for that QPT Talks. So, for that reason, I will be arranging a lot of live sessions, so that I can have a close contact with my viewers as well as potential guest speakers. Okay, so if you're interested to talk about any topic, you can contact me. I already uploaded various videos explaining about QPT talks and other stuff. So generally, it's a very simple. Only thing is you have to talk in English. Either you can upload the, I mean, record the video and send it to me. I will be uploading it, or we can have a live discussion through Google Meet. Okay, uh, that is the plan for that thing. Okay, but this session is, as I said, it is only for question and answer QA session, usual thing. Okay, you can ask any questions. I will be answering the questions. Okay. Um. So okay. Uh, Before that, before getting any questions, I'll be just talking about this channel. Okay. I started this channel in the year 2009. Okay. Around 13 years back. Okay. Um, that time I just started this as a hobby. Okay, I'm not the main reason is for uh, uploading videos that needs to be embedded in my blog. Okay, and then slowly I made it as a platform for sharing the latest science and technology news. I have uploaded nearly 2000 science and technology news videos. Okay. Actually, I'm doing a lot of hard work to find out the suitable science and technology news. Okay. I used to go through various journals and press release materials, and I used to cross check with the other related sources, and I use various ways approaches to find out the potential impact or uh, importance of that kind of innovations or stuff. Okay. um, basically, I'm putting a lot of hard work for creating that video, but as of now, my videos are getting a very less number of views. Okay. But I earn money from my channel, but from different videos, like trending topics videos, like Google Doodle, other stuff. But as I explained previously many times, I am not uh, uh, satisfied with that kind of videos, though I am earning money from that. Because for the survival of any business or for growth of any business, it is very important to have a product that will be solving the problems of the people. Okay. So I thought of having solid business from that channel. So I'm just trying to connect the scientists and entrepreneurs from various fields, domains. Okay. So I believe this QPT Talks initiative will be useful for achieving that. Generally, apart from that one, generally from my science and technology news videos, that also will be useful for people to get interacted. They can discuss through comments. But only thing is, right now it is having very less number of views or interactions. So to increase those stuff, I already started running Google Ads campaigns. Okay, but I'm doing it very limited way. I'm just spending very limited budget uh, because I before that I want to make sure that the channel is provided with a lot of content. Okay. um, so I'm just exploring all the various approaches and ways for doing it. Okay. One way of doing it is through QPT Talks, right? But before that, I would like to interact more with audiences so that I can do them effectively. Okay. That is the key thing. One is I would like to explore various tools of doing live, like Google Meet and this Studio web platform and mobile YouTube Studio or any other apps available. Okay. So I would like to explore those platforms so that I can manage any kind of online discussions effectively, because uh, I, I could predict that various guest speakers will be having their own preferences. They will be willing to talk through Google Meet. Someone may not be willing to talk through Google Meet. They may be directly talking with YouTube. A lot of constraints will be there. Even one person told me that he wanted to talk through WhatsApp. Okay. Even in the future, I would like to have a direct in-person interviews in the future, or even I can arrange a event in particular place. Okay. I'm exploring various ways. The ultimate aim is I would like to share the information between um, entrepreneurs and scientists from various fields. That's a key thing. Already, a lot of such events are going on, but their motives may be different. If the college is conducting some kind of events, means they will be interested, more interested in promoting their college, or any corporate is doing, means their intention will be different, right? But similarly, I am also having a personal interest. I would like to get more content and more views, but that impact, that purpose is not going to uh, affect the core intention of connecting scientists and uh, entrepreneurs. Okay. So I believe this kind of approach is having more opportunities in the coming days. So uh, I will be putting more time here. Previously, I used to do software development, web development, and flipping websites, that kind of businesses. Okay, but still in the Q&A session, I can answer any questions related to that kind of questions. Okay, but in the QPT talk session, that is only for emerging technologies. Okay, but as I said, this session is general QA session. You can ask any questions about myself or um, emerging technologies, online business. Okay. Okay, World Seeker is asking a question. What emerging technologies do you believe should receive most attention in the current era or hold the most potential? Okay, from that question, understand that there are two questions. One is emerging technologies that is having more potential. Okay, that may be different from the another question. So that is like which one should receive more attention. Okay, both need not be the same thing, right? So let me divide the question and questions, and I will take the first question. Which one should be receiving more attention? Okay, so obviously it's all related to climate change. Okay, still a lot of discussions are going on whether climate change is real or a thing. So we can just ignore that deep question, but still for some extent we are having problems with global warming and the other water shortage, drinking water shortage, that kind of stuff still there. Okay, apart from the big question of whether the climate change is real or not. Okay, so as I said, we don't go deep into the uh, uh, extreme end of climate change effects, but still our earth is facing a lot of issues like environmental related issues. Even the yesterday's QPT talks, uh, Mr. ML Arun Kumar was talking about that stuff. Okay, and uh, the countries are celebrating Earth Days to create awareness. So a lot of stuffs are going on to uh, uh, create awareness about it. But still, it's a huge problem. Okay, um, see, there are a lot of emerging technologies out there like quantum computing and nanotechnologies and new kind of materials. So a lot of like even CRISPR gene editing, that kind of like life changing technologies are there, but for giving focus on those kind of technologies, first of all we should live, right? So for that the primary attention should be given to the climate change. Okay, um, even if we are not facing it rigorously, in the coming days we may face that kind of issues because of our continuous misuse of resources. Okay, so obviously the first priority should be given to the climate change related technologies. um, it may not be the direct things like carbon capture, that kind of technologies, but still in the indirect things like applying green approaches in each and every activities in any kind of industries. Okay, but whenever I upload new videos, I used to see a lot of that kind of technologies, but still I suspect that some of them are just for propaganda, or like just for iOS kind of thing, because of the social pressure. Some people are, or some companies or corporates are telling that they're doing everything in the green way. Okay, but I'm not sure whether they are 100% correct or not. Okay, but the need for creating new technologies for handling the climate change issues is very important. Apart from that, it is very important to run our current industries in a green way. Okay, avoiding pollution and implementing ways for handling global warming related issues. Okay, um, personally, I feel that that should be given more importance. And another question is here, I mean, it includes the handling the drinking water issue also. That is a very major problem. Okay, And next question is which one will be having more potential? Okay. Obviously, artificial intelligence already started getting more impact. Okay, I already talked about that in my previous video. Personally, I noticed a lot of changes because of fast growth of artificial intelligence. Actually, the machine learning algorithms and neural network algorithms were developed very long back, right? So, but because of the limitations due to computing power shortage, they were not implemented for a long time. Because of recent improvements happening in the hardware computing power. Those AI algorithms are started giving benefits these days. Okay, so actually they were developed long back, but we are seeing the growth this time. So currently, artificial intelligence is having more potential. Already, as I explained in my previous talk, already personally noticed a lot of things. One specific example is previously, whenever I upload new video, I have to create the subtitle or caption, closed caption CC separately. I need to spend significant time for creating closed captions, right? But because of the fast growth of AI, the YouTube itself is able to automatically generate the subtitles. Okay, initially the generated subtitles were not proper. Okay, there were a lot of mistakes. But these days, the AI algorithms or AI system is getting improved continuously, right? So continuously from many perspectives, from a software perspective, from new algorithms perspectives, and even hardware, because of new hardware, and specifically because of improving training data, because they are continuously getting trained, right? So because of all these reasons, the YouTube algorithm is able to automatically generate the subtitles clearly. Okay. It is getting implemented in different ways. Either we can give the spoken text and it will transcribe it automatically, or even it can automatically generate the transcript. Okay. So artificial intelligence is having a lot of uh, um, potential. We already started seeing the benefits. Um, already created a playlist for artificial intelligence. You can go through it. They are it's unimaginable. They are used for counting the elephants on the forest, like that. We cannot just imagine. Okay. And implementing AI system is not that much difficult. I am not having hands on that technologies, but when I explore some things using Google provided interfaces, it is very easy. Anyone can easily start implementing it. Okay, within few hours. So a lot of already available resources are there. Okay, so based on that, on top of that, we can easily develop our record applications. Um, Training data is important, as well as it's having various perspectives, from ethical perspectives and other steps. Maybe we can talk in detail, because I know I have a lot of information from theoretical perspectives. Okay, I used to go read a lot of articles for uploading video on my YouTube channel, but I haven't worked on any specific projects. So I don't know whether I can talk about it without having hands-on experience. Okay, maybe I can invite any guest speaker to talk about it in a separate session. Okay. Another question is, Subham Shauhan is asking, I am a final year student, mechanical engineering. What should I do to get a good job? So Uh, Regarding getting good job, I'm not the suitable person to give suggestion or advice in this regard, because even myself, I struggle a lot to get a good job initially when I completed my degree in 1998. At least for many months, I was doing odd works like data entry, doing data entry, that kind of stuff. Okay, after completing my engineering in electronics and instrumentation. So I'm not very keen on career or something. Okay, but I can give some guidelines or suggestions. Okay, um, one is, as I said, the AI related steps are getting more stuff. But since you are from mechanical background, still applying the AI in the mechanical field is one area of like high demand area. It seems. I don't know whether I don't know the actual facts from industrial perspective, but theoretically, I could suggest, I could assume or predict that there should be some solid demand for applying artificial intelligence related stuff in mechanical engineering. For example, if they assume that there is a mechanical company which is producing some small parts for automobile industry or something, right now, say for example, simple visual inspection. Currently, many employees need to do the inspection, right? With simple AI, we can easily automate those stuff. Just we can implement some AI model and train with some good samples and samples with the defect, and within few hours it will start segregating the quality product and defective product. Okay, so obviously implementing AI in mechanical field is also having some kind of opportunities. Okay, um, but regarding job career, it's purely based on your interest. Okay, your passion, your current skill set, other stuff. Okay, but whatever work, if you're willing to work hard, and if you're really willing to learn, everyone will be interested to hire you. Okay, because all the whoever is running a company or doing any kind of business, they will be expecting sincere and hardworking and person who is interested to learn. That kind of persons only everyone will be expecting. If you are that kind of person, definitely you can get a good job, but not immediately. Okay, so you have to do whatever job you are getting, and you have to learn. Okay, and you have to show your sincerity, and you have to develop your skills, and you have to first get familiar with the industry needs and stuff. Okay, so then you can step by step you can easily improve. So personally, I experienced that. As I said, initially I struggled hard to get job. Okay, um, but later on, once I entered into the job market, uh, I just again experience in software development and testing. Then I entered into software test automation in banking. Okay, after that I used to get a lot of offers. Even I used to get good. I got one good offer even without applying for the job. They straight away sent the offer. Like that, lot of incidents happen. So initially, I used to spend a lot of time in attending interviews, but later on, once after I get experience, I started getting good offers. Okay, so from my personal experience, I would like to say that just to do whatever job you are getting initially. Okay, but just make sure that it is on the correct field or domain suitable for your study, based on your study and based on your skill set, based on your passion. Okay, and then without worrying about payment or salary, just to do whatever job you are getting, and try to work hard and learn a lot of things from there. And obviously, you will be getting improvements very quickly. Okay, maybe in the initial period there may be some delay, But once after you are familiar with your uh, uh, work, definitely you'll be landing the good job. Okay, so this is one way what I experienced, but other ways maybe there. Okay, other ways are also there, uh, but I prefer this one. So because I experienced that, right, I am comfortable with that approach. So and uh, and if you want to learn something, as I explained in my previous videos, running YouTube channel or any kind of blog website, the online work from doing Fiverr, that are all some having some potential. But for mechanical engineering, I don't know whether the opportunities are enough. Okay, but for any IT related stuff, we can find a lot of freelancing websites. Actually, I started like after coming out from corporate companies, I started doing freelance works only. Okay, uh, though I worked on software test automation, I started doing like a small web development kind of stuff, because that kind of works we can easily get from freelance sites. So if you are interested in IT, you can explore that. But apart from that, lot of works are there online. Okay, so just to start with any job, instead of just looking for job for long time, just to enter into any field, on the job you can get a lot of knowledge or training or experience, so that you can easily proceed with uh, further improvements. Okay, that is what I can say. But lot of other things are also there. I came to know that many people study abroad by clearing TOEFL, GRE, that kind of exams, and a lot of foreign universities are giving scholarships, and they can do part-time job also. So a lot of YouTube channels are there for guiding that kind of persons. Okay, I personally met a lot of people choosing that path when I was doing technical writing work. A lot of people joined there temporarily, and parallelly they will be trying for studying for abroad. And I used to ask them whether they will be spending a lot of money for that. For that, I got answer like uh, they will be able to earn more money than they spend for education. Okay, it's all personal capacity and interest. Okay, so there are various ways are there. Okay, but as I said, uh, my personally experienced way, or my preferred way is like take whatever job you are getting, and concentrate on that job, and parallelly out of work hours study the needed skills, or um, s- any other skill, communication skills or any other soft skills. Okay, um, so explore that kind of options, and um, uh, you can step by step you can improve. That is one way. And parallelly you can run a YouTube channel or blog, so that you can share your knowledge, or you can showcase your skills. Okay, so that it will be useful for showing to the potential employers whenever you attend the interviews. Okay, uh, that is what my suggestion, but I am not good at that kind of uh, career selection or that kind of stuff. Okay, okay. Let me continue the talk about emerging technologies. Okay, um, but one more thing is, I already uploaded a lot of videos related to mechanical engineering kind of stuff also. Most of the innovations related to mechanical engineering, that is happening from MIT, Massachusetts Engineering College of Engineering from US. Okay, um, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT. Okay, um, so there they are having a solid mechanical department. It seems a lot of researches are going on. Okay, so either if you're say if you're having interest in doing business, you can talk to the researchers, and you can start selling the product, because selling any new kind of product is very easy. And you can use the Google ads for promoting your uh, product, okay. Or you can do any kind of subcontract, if they need any kind of repeated work or any assistance work, you can do, okay. That is one approach, okay, if you are having business mind, okay. It's all purely based on your preference, okay. Okay. Regarding emerging technologies, I used to upload a lot of videos. I created a lot of playlists, playlist for artificial intelligence, playlist for graphene, playlist for uh, solar power, okay. um, uh, and CRISPR gene editing, virtual reality, that kind of technologies, okay. So you can go through the playlists based on your interest, and generally I created a playlist named Technology News QPT. Okay, there I used to combine all the videos related to emerging technologies. Okay, and apart from that, I used to create Google Doodle videos also. They are not related to technologies. Okay, so if you are interested to watch the Technology News videos, you can go through the Technology News playlist on my YouTube channel, or you can join my WhatsApp group, okay, for getting the science and technology news, okay. There I used to share only the science and technology news videos I upload on my channel, okay. um, uh, and I have a subreddit on Reddit for sharing that thing, okay. So I will be giving all the links in coming days, okay. um, uh, that is the way of watching science and technology news on my YouTube channel. But as I said, I used to do a lot of efforts for creating that kind of news items, because YouTube is having a lot of channels, right? Most of them are if you go through a lot of channels, they are just for getting views. They used to give a lot of clickbait titles, and thumbnails are um, misleading, okay. That of problems are there even in the video. The information provided in the video may be misleading, so a lot of problems are there. So my I'm just putting more focus for keeping my channel as a reliable source of getting science and technology news, okay. Reliable as well as unbiased. So actually, I used to get offers for uh, like uh, uh, paid news, but I never accepted any kind of paid news. Okay, so I'm just trying hard to keep my channel reliable as well as unbiased. Okay, that is the key strength of my channel. But apart from that, I understand that the news delivery and the other things should be improved a lot, okay. So I'll be taking efforts in the coming days. Similarly, as I said, I'm introducing the QPT Talks so that the experts can talk. That will be providing valuable content to the viewers, okay. And another thing is graphene. Giving the full details about graphene. So I think we cannot get that kind of information on any other channel. Okay, so you can go through the graphene related playlist if you are interested in doing any business related to graphene, or just curious about graphene related innovations. You can go through graphene, that playlist, okay. um, as I explained previously, since I am like trying to keep my channel reliable and unbiased. The videos may not be interested to watch because it won't be any clickbait titles, it won't be having any interesting information. Even I hesitate to add my own opinions in the news videos. I used to just read the press release materials by afraid that my opinions may be wrong and it will be giving some wrong information, right? So I used to avoid my opinions, but I am ready to give my opinions in this kind of Q&A sessions, okay? So we can just take it as a casual videos, and that other videos are I'm just trying to keep as a reliable information, okay? So I used to give the news items from press releases, and obviously some press releases they themselves might have included any kind of wrong information. So I cannot say that all the videos are 100% accurate or correct, okay? But I'm just trying hard to keep my channel reliable as well as unbiased, okay? But the problem is because of this kind of natures, it is struggling hard to get the views, okay? So people will be tending to watch the videos only if it is having more interesting information, right? So obviously the watch time is getting reduced for my videos, and so because of that reason the YouTube is not recommending to the other people, so obviously it's getting less number of views. Because of less number of views, people are not getting opportunity to view that, and therefore they are not able to share them, okay? So ultimately the videos are getting less number of views, okay? So recently I did a lot of analysis about it, and finally I decided to promote my channel heavily than giving a lot of news, okay? So as I said, I already spent a lot of time for creating a lot of news videos, okay? mm, uh, in the coming days, my priority will be on conducting the QPT talks, and uh, like having this kind of these kinds of live Q&A sessions, so that I can um, interact more with the viewers to promote my video, okay? So if you are watching this session, and if you are not aware of my channel, if you have any questions you can ask me so that I can explain in detail, okay? As I said previously, I'm just fully focusing on my attention from software development into running this YouTube channel. Hereafter, my primary focus will be on this YouTube channel only, and especially I'm planning to make the QPT Talks a successful program so that it can be useful for many people, like scientists and entrepreneurs, as well as for my viewers and for myself, okay? That is what I'm planning regarding this YouTube channel. Okay, and uh, I will be explaining the reason why I am giving more importance to emerging technologies. Okay, if you go through my channel, you can know that it is not created for that purpose, right? It's like initially I thought of giving tutorials about software testing based on my experience with that, and like that I started in that way, and I started uploading motivational quotes for promoting my the codes.net website. So it's getting a lot of diversions, and but consistently I'm uploading the science and technologies videos, okay? But hereafter I'm going to give more importance to that, okay? I already explained the reason for giving more attention to or more focus to the emerging technologies, okay? Let me explain it in uh, uh, simple way, okay? I already talked about in my introduction video, which you can see as a pinned video on my YouTube channel. Again, if you are not for those who haven't watched that video, I'm just explaining it again, okay? So basically, um, for doing any kind of business, or for doing any kind of job, or getting job, or getting good jobs, it's easy in emerging field. Okay, any kind of emerging technologies. It is very like very easy. I will be explaining it with two examples. Okay, one is otherwise it's a combined example. Okay, let me tell the scenarios and I will connect those things. Okay, one is I uh, I used to spend a lot of efforts for developing my software product, timesheet application, web-based timesheet application, and uh, apart from that, I created a lot of software products. Okay, and even we tried doing projects for the clients. We have done a lot of projects. Okay, varying from small projects to some medium level projects. More than 100 projects we completed. Okay, and I hired some good team members, and we run as a company. Okay, in two places. Okay, everything was good in the perspective of hiring the employees and getting projects, that kind of things. Okay, but I I couldn't be successful in that business. Okay, even though I'm very interested in doing software development, and I was able to hire the good people. I was not able to become a successful person in that field. The reason is very simple. Okay, if you think about it for a few minutes, you can easily understand by yourself. Okay, the main reason for the failure of my software development business is uh, the inability to retain the good team members. Okay, I used to hire the freshers and train them by putting significant efforts, and they will be getting ready only after around 6 months, or even some people may take more time to effectively work on a project. Okay, but the problem is once they are ready to work on a project, they'll be resigning and joining some big companies. Okay, so that is the usual thing happening in any kind of startup company related to IT industry. Okay, um, so it was very difficult for me to retain the like well trained employees. Okay, so it was creating problem for retaining the projects and running the delivering the project on time with sufficient experienced people. Okay, and personally it took a lot of my personal time for completing the project. I used to personally spend a lot of time to complete those projects because of the problem in retaining the experienced people. Okay, um, but around 2 decades back, the companies that were started for doing software development, they could uh, get or they were able to succeed easily. Okay, because that time uh, they were not having much competition for that kind of business, right? They were the only companies doing software development uh, for their own products or for their clients. Okay, but I agree that they might have faced some kind of different problems. That time it may be difficult to get the uh, internet connection, or even before that it's difficult for them to deliver the software code through CDs or other stuff. Okay, so a lot of difficulties they might have faced. I agree with that fully. But they that kind of difficulties are not going to bring down their business. Okay, they are challenges. Okay, but these kind of competitions like losing the employees to the competition is the core problem. So uh, they were not facing that kind of problem. So they were able to survive and they were able to grow Okay, so the thing is, that time the software development was a emerging technologies. Okay, so who were entering into emerging technologies, they may face a lot of challenges, difficulties. Okay, that I agree, but the probability of being successful is very high, even if they are not successful directly. With that knowledge and with that experience, with that exposure to the emerging technologies, they will be able to easily uh, grow in different fields. Even the case of my personal job experience, I uh, previously I was working as a software tester. That initially I was doing manual testing, many other testers were there, but because of my software development exposure and experience, I was put into the test automation, quick test professional. A long back, I was talking about the year 2003 4 that time. Okay, so because of that automation experience, that my uh, career growth uh, becomes very easy. Okay, because of that automation, because that time that was emerging technologies, right? But I don't know the current situation. Okay, but that time everyone was doing manual testing, and the need for test automation engineers were high. So since I entered that time, it was very easy for me to get into that. But as I said previously, immediately after completing the college, I was not having any specific skills related to emerging technologies, right? So obviously I struggle a lot to get a very simple job also. Okay, so it's a very simple thing. If you are getting into the emerging technologies, even if you are learning very basic things, it is very easy for you to get the job easily, or get the promotion, or doing any kind of business. Especially the probability of failure is very low. That's what I can say about emerging technologies. But still, we cannot expect all the emerging technologies will be evolving continuously. So some technologies may be completely shut down. Okay, in that case, we are having that risk of coming back from that technology. So we have to look for another opportunities. But as I said, the last failure maybe uh, less, but still the risk of failure is there. Okay, uh, I think it's difficult for me to explain the difference between what I'm trying to say, that risk of failure and loss from the failure. Okay, maybe I can tell with some examples, Mm, say, for example, if you are going to do the traditional business, saturated business, like if you are setting up a shop for selling mobiles or something, you have to invest a lot of money, right? So if you are not able to sell the product properly, you may be losing a lot of money. Okay, without gaining any knowledge or any kind of new experience. Maybe you may be getting some kind of basic experience related to selling, trading business, that kind of stuff, but from technological perspective you are not going to gain anything, so it's not going to um, uh, uh, gain in the coming days for you in the future, right? But in case of emerging technologies, if you are trying to do any kind of researches related to quantum computing or any kind of new stuff, even if that thing is not picking up, you can apply the same thing in related things. Okay, so the failure probability is there for some extent, but you won't be losing money or any kind of uh, like your efforts may not be wasted. Okay, so one command is, I have so many entrepreneurial ideas, spend years educating myself or gaining the materials to experiment. Okay, so are you interested to participate in the QPT talks? Let me know that if you are interested in sharing your idea. Okay, that's not a problem. Even myself is not a talker. Yeah, actually, I am basically introvert. Okay, so I won't talk with many people. Okay, and that because of that reason only I faced problems in getting job in my initial days. Okay, but if there is a need, we can just learn. Okay, actually, whenever my personal interest is doing software developments, creating new kind of software and other stuff. That will not be requiring much talk, right? So obviously, I selected that path. But I just noticed the fast growth of YouTube. Okay, so obviously, I'm forced to enter into this because software development is having a lot of shortcomings. I need to deliver the product on time, and I need to be available all the time for getting or from uh, feedback from clients or for any corrections that are pressurized work environment, right? But this kind of running channel is very easy and a very convenient way. So obviously, it's not giving any kind of pressure, and we can earn money in the coming days also with the same videos. Okay, so I'm just familiarizing myself. So I'm not good in even in English. Okay, my mother tongue is Tamil. Okay, I started learning English in the later days of my schooling only. Okay, so that are difficulties or challenges or something, but that are not, as I said, they're not like limiting things. Okay, okay, that's fine. If you are feeling that you are not expert yet, that's fine. But if you are interested, you can talk with the other guests. Okay, I'm just looking for other guests. I'm just getting some people are showing interest. So if you tell about your domain, I can just combine yourself with them so that it can be some interactive thing. So they can mainly talk about their experiences. So if you have any questions, you can ask, or if you have any points, you can tell. Okay. So my idea or my strategy is like that only. Some people may be having great experience, but the newcomers or young people will be having a lot of new ideas. Okay, so combining both things will be the giving more benefit. Okay, so okay, thanks for your comments. Okay, so whenever I start any QPT Talks session, I will be asking everyone to who are interested to participate that if they send show their interest by sending message to me, I can send the Google Meet invite to them after just having some kind of cursory look to through their profile. Okay, so if they're genuine, I can just invite them also. Okay, um, they need not be very expert, or they need not be having good experiences. Okay, only thing is they should be very genuine. They need to explore new technologies, or they should be interested in uh, participating in the discussions. Okay, uh, okay. And one thing is they should be genuine. Okay, because then only we can have a very friendly interactions, right? So only I am just looking that kind of persons. Only limitation is they should be talking in English, because my target audience is global audience who are interested in science and technology. So the only concern is that next comment is, I look forward to some very interesting QPT talks on this channel. Okay, I'll be taking steps for that. Even you can ask your friends, if you know any of your friends who are willing to share their knowledge and experience with this channel. Uh, uh, you can ask them to participate. Okay. Right now, I don't have any schedule or other specific timing. Okay. Only thing is, right now I need to start the streaming. Okay, so only constraint is I need to be available for conducting that. But in the future, still I'm exploring various way. But my idea is continuously 24/7 the discussion should be going on, and it should be available on the YouTube live. Okay, that is what my plan. But I'm just exploring the moderation, how to moderation, do the moderation effectively. So I'm looking for a person who are willing to do the moderations on behalf of myself. So that kind of stuff. But right now, only constraint is I need to be available. I am in India, right? So obviously, India daytime and a little bit of evening time till 9 o'clock. So that time period, if anyone is interested to participate in the QPT talks, I can just initiate. If I am actively available, I can interact with them. Okay, I can if they are interested to participate as interested to take it as a discussion, I can ask questions to them. Otherwise, they can just continuously talk about their experiences and experts. I'm not going to disturb them if they are not interested to have a discussion. Okay, so you can just tell about these things to your friends or your bosses or whoever you are having contact, and you can tell about that, and I can take it. But still I'm not ready to take it in a great way, because I feel that still I may be having some hardware issues or any kind of a net problem, something. Okay, so I'm just doing it step by step only. Okay, so I'm not going to do a lot of promotion for that. Okay, I'm just exploring all the ways. So because if we are inviting a lot of valuable guests, and they are spending their time, and that audio quality and other kind of any kind of unexpected issues are happening, so it will be a insult to them, right? So I'm just trying to do step by step to learn about the problems related to the this kind of online discussions. Okay. mm, so, for example, yesterday itself, when ML Anand Kumar was talking, his mobile got reset. Okay, so he has to restart it, and by the time I haven't noticed that thing. So there will be a gap between the talk. Okay, so I'm just exploring ways to avoid that kind of things, how to handle that time. Maybe for that purpose only, I'm just trying to get additional speakers. So for example, one main speaker is talking on that any topic, we can have some additional speakers on as a backup. So if something is going on from their end, that backup person can take up the discussion till they come back. Okay, that's what I'm. Yeah, I have to explore all the things. I cannot predict everything myself, right? I don't have that much power. So I'm just trying to learn everything by doing. Okay, so that is what I'm doing in my other areas also. So everything I learn by doing only. So similarly, this one also. But the important thing is at the process of learning, I shouldn't be wasting the time of quality time of the guests, right? So for that, uh, uh, for that purpose, I'm doing it step by step. Okay, so definitely, I will be taking a lot of steps to have a quality talks on this channel. Okay, I already set up the Google Ads for promoting the video, which is inviting the scientists and entrepreneurs to share their experience. Okay, but one thing is, right now I'm keeping it as like a win-win approach only. I'm not going to pay anyone for talking on the channel. Okay, I feel that that kind of approach will be uh, uh, reducing the quality of the talk. Only people who are interested to share their experiences freely, then only they will be more interested in talking, and that talk will be genuine, right? So just for payment, if someone is coming to talk means that may not be useful for the viewers. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, so it may take some time to get a lot of people for that talk, but I will be doing the step to bring good speakers for that for this kind of sessions. Okay, already set up a Google Ads campaigns, so I will be already I'm running it, but with limited budget, I will be running it with more budget in the coming days. Okay, So let me continue the talk, right? So actually, I haven't completed the key thing what I'm trying to say. Actually, I was struggling a lot to uh, uh, do the software development that work. Okay, it was a failure because of the traditional business model, right? Already competition, already a lot of competition was there. So obviously, as a beginner, I found difficulty in getting into that market. Okay, but still there is some opportunity there. There is no question about it. So if you want to earn some money, if you know some skills in software development stuff, you can straight away go to the freelance site and get the job, and you can do it. Okay, but as a company, as a business, it's without much budget, it is very difficult to compete with the giants. Okay, that is what I'm trying to say. uh, so for traditional technologies, it is very difficult to uh, put your foot on it. Okay, uh, but in the same time, as I said, I parallelly started uploading videos on my YouTube channel. But surprisingly, the YouTube channel started growing very fast without any effort. Okay, even it started giving earnings. I used to get emails from Google for encouraging myself to upload more videos. Okay, so that I was talking about the time period, like 2009, that time. Okay. mm, but I was not taking it very seriously about the YouTube. Okay, that time, because my focus was fully on software development and doing related business. Okay, so I missed the opportunity of using the YouTube in the initial days. But later time, I just realized the power of YouTube. Okay, so I just put some effort, and the growth is comparatively it's good. I'm not spending any much money for that, and I'm not spending more time for it. But still, it's getting returns. Okay, it's giving returns. Okay. So even though I missed the great opportunity in the very initial days, still I could earn from it. Okay, as I explained previously, I'm not good at talking. That is the reason I hadn't put my focus on YouTube channels. But because of the continuous developments happening in the YouTube channel, I started giving importance to that. Okay, so generally, or in brief, what I'm trying to say is, getting into the emerging technologies is easy. YouTube is emerging that time, right? Video platforms are emerging, so that was easy. Okay, but that software development, I faced difficulties. Okay, because of the competition. But that doesn't mean that YouTube is not having competition. Okay, here also getting views is very difficult. But that like the competition is like it's a level up, that playground level is like equal opportunity, right? YouTube, in the case of YouTube, even big companies also having the same opportunities as of myself, right? They are not having any kind of new features or something. Okay, but in the case of software development, they have a lot of advantages. The clients will be trusting the already established companies, and the employees will be interested in joining the big brands, and the investors will be interested in investing their money with already well established companies. Okay, but that kind of difficulties are not there, or limitations are not there in case of YouTube. Okay. And again, let me explain why I'm telling is YouTube is emerging tech. Okay, that platform is the only thing in emerging. Okay, the information is that basic thing is same. Okay, like many changes many years back, the information was in printed papers, right? um, like um, the before that, there are various different mediums were there, but well-known thing is the starting point is papers. The information was there in paper, right? Books. There was a demand for printing, printers and writing. That kind of technologies were booming at that time. Okay, and then the whatever information available in the books were converted into like a floppy disk or CDs once after the uh, computers uh, became famous. Okay, so the job opportunities or business opportunities were there for converting the book content into like a digital format. So basically, that term that software is related to OCR, right? OCR, software development and data entry work. That kind of business were doing well that time period. Okay, so converting the digital printed book content into uh, like a digital medium like floppy disk or CDs. Okay, but later on, once after the well-established internet came into the picture, obviously many people started using websites. So they were not interested in carrying the CDs and floppies no, anymore. Okay, so obviously the business opportunities like moved from CD floppies. That from that kind of business, that web development business picked up web hosting, web development. Okay, so obviously many people uh, were recruited for uh, putting the content available in CDs or floppies into websites. Okay, the related technologies, software development like HTML, that kind of stuff's picked up. Okay, JavaScript and web development, PHP, ASP, that kind of stuff. Okay, um, then later on there were a lot of websites. Okay, so competition became very huge. Okay, so only website they were appearing on the top of search engines were read by the people. Okay, so the business opportunities were there for doing search engine optimization, SEO and related stuff. Again, search SEO also saturated, right? So everyone was trying to do the same thing, right? So then the paid campaigns, PPC, that kind of business opportunities came, right? Parallelly, Google companies like Google were developing a lot of platforms for running paid campaigns. So similarly, people were more interested in uh, uh, seeing the content in the mobile app. Okay, parallelly, and some people were finding difficulty in reading the web content. They started showing interest in watching the videos because of the uh, arrival of YouTube. YouTube like platforms encourage the I mean got attraction from people for watching the videos. Okay, so again the um, process of converting the content available on websites into video form is booming up. Okay, so similarly it's going on mobile apps, and in the coming days it may be virtual reality or whatever format. Okay, but what I'm trying to say that in any phase, if we enter into the emerging technologies, it will be very easy to get the business opportunities or for career growth for any kind of stuff. It is important to get into the emerging technologies. Personally, I felt um, that lesson. Okay. Just I'm in brief, I can say that I found difficulty in doing software development business because it was saturated, and it was very easy for me to moderately be successful in running YouTube channel because I entered in the initial days when it was emerging technology. Okay, even though I am not good at speaking, I'm not good at video creation. Okay, so almost I don't have any other uh, quality record for running a channel, but still. Uh, I prefer to run the channel instead of doing software development. Even if I'm having a lot of experience in software development and interest, lot of stuff. Okay, so it is very important to enter into emerging technologies if you are looking for doing business or for your career growth. That is the reason I am giving more importance to giving emerging technologies news, even if I am not earning money from that right now. As I explained previously, right now I'm earning money from trending topics videos only, Google Doodle, that kind of stuff. Okay, but still I'm giving more importance to the emerging technologies because of my long-term plan of connecting scientists and engineers. I believe it is a starting platform for doing it. That, but in the later coming days, I may be developing the because of my software development background. I believe I can develop some kind of platforms for exclusive platforms for doing it. Okay, but without any audience, I'm developing that means it will be a failure, right? So my first step is I would like to grow my YouTube channel. Okay, with more content, useful content, and more subscribers. And personally, I would like to learn a lot of stuff. Then I will be switching into developing a separate platform. Okay, it may be like website or a mobile app or combination of that. Okay, I will be like exploring it. Maybe we can discuss more about it in the coming days. Maybe after at least 1 year. Okay, so the next 1 year, my highest priority is running the YouTube channel and getting more subscribers related to emerging technologies. Okay, and conducting the QPT talks continuously with some valuable guests and creating a lot of useful content and doing the moderation properly. So that is what right now I'm thinking. And another command is I look forward to some. You deserve the success. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, but as I said, still I need to develop myself in this field. I would say that I'm good at software development. That area, I had a lot of experiences and a lot of interest stuff. But in case of running YouTube channel, I'm not much like suitable for that initially. But I'm just learning and exploring all the things. Definitely, I will be improving a lot. I'll already improved some to some extent based on the feedbacks I collected from the uh, viewers. That is the main reason I'm conducting this kind of live Q&A, so I can get more feedback, and I will be taking steps to improve further. Okay. Mm, let me continue the my understanding about emerging technologies. Okay, I already mentioned that artificial intelligence is having a lot of um, potential. Especially, I already uploaded many videos related to AI hardware. Okay, many universities, famous universities, are trying hard to come up with AI hardware because right now I talked about climate change also, right? Both are somewhat related. Many people are complaining that because of artificial intelligence, we had to spend a lot of computing resources and therefore a lot of energy for running the AI. And because of spending more energy, we are polluting our earth heavily. That is what the complaint raised by many people. So the corporates or companies, universities are trying hard to solve that issue. Okay, so they are trying hard to run the AI applications without uh, making them consume more energy. Okay, so obviously they are thinking that the easiest way is, instead of depending on separate hardware for AI, if they are able to run the artificial intelligence with the help of separate hardware itself, it is very useful for avoiding the environmental issues. Okay, um, that will be obviously reducing the computing energy needs, and it will be useful for environment. Okay, so in some extent, there like maybe in the lab level, some experiments are saying that it will be possible, but we don't know whether it's really coming into the market in the near future. Okay, but that is one direction in terms of AI. If it is achieved, means we can have a like fast development, because apart from this environmental issue, AI is having another issue also, because right now, for the work of AI, the AI system should be connected to the internet. Okay, so that it can get the more trained data, a lot of stuff. Okay, even for running the algorithm, it needs the help of internet. Okay, but uh, many people are, especially privacy supporters, are afraid that it will be impacting the privacy of the users. So instead of sending the raw data into the cloud for analyzing it, or for training the AI models, they prefer to run the AI in the locally, without connecting to internet. Okay, that kind of developments are also going on. Okay, and another key thing in the case of artificial intelligence is general AI. Okay, so right now we have to have a separate training model, training data for each and every fields, right? So whatever training done for one kind of domain will not be applicable for another domain, right? So similarly, a lot of limitations are there. Okay, but many experts are dreaming about implementing general AI that will be uh, able to handle any kind of processes with the uh, uh, same kind of training data. Okay, I mean existing training data. It needs very limited or almost none, no further training for using it in on different setup. Okay, so I don't know the full details, but even I don't know whether any solid definitions are there. But the ultimate thing, or the like overview, is if they were able to have a general AI, it can do any kind of work. Even it can uh, like uh, uh, it will be doing better than human. So that kind of uh, things are, scientists are exploring that things, but I don't know whether it will be happening. Okay, and again, it will be creating ethical issues also, like it will be affecting the humanity, other stuff. Okay, that are all different stuff, but overall, AI is having a lot of potential. Okay, especially robotics. Okay, the field of robotics is getting improved because of the fast growth of AI. Okay, we are seeing the robots in our everyday life, right? We started seeing robotics, especially self-driving cars. They already started trial runs, right? So a lot of robotic systems are going to ease our life. Okay, and whenever we talk about um, one second, someone is asking, hello, how are you? Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, thanks for asking. And whenever we talk about automation, robotics, that kind of stuff, obviously we will be getting questions about like job loss, right? So we have to consider that kind of stuff also, right? Because that is very important for the humans. Right now, many people are depending on their jobs for their living, right? So obviously we have to consider that also. So the technology which is against humanity cannot go forward, right? The key thing related to robotics is, apart from technology, um, this job loss. Okay, obviously whenever we introduce robotics in any kind of field, industry, or even some robotics are getting implemented in the schools instead of teacher. Already Japan has started that kind of initiative. So robotics are happening in taking place in everywhere, cleaning our rooms and washing dishes, like that. Just started from that kind of work. They are doing lawyer work, and even they can give the judgment. They are doing the work of radiologists. So a lot of fields they are getting into. Okay, so obviously everyone is like concerned about job loss. Okay, so a lot of researches are going on about that, but they are contradictory. Some people, or some, I mean, some researchers are going in the direction that it won't be a problem, and some people are saying that it will be a huge problem. Okay, but whether it's a problem or not, ultimately it is not a huge problem. Let me explain in detail. I'm just telling based on my understanding of research papers published in some journals, and I'm not good at going through all the journals. I'm talking about them based on the press release provided by them. Okay, based on that, it may not be the problem, because the implementation of universal basic income will be managing it properly. Okay, many governments started considering implementing universal basic income. Okay, universal basic income is nothing but, if you are not familiar, I'm just giving the details, but I'm not expert in that field. Just I'm giving the overview. It may not be exactly correct, but you can get some idea about it. Okay, universal basic income is like, the governments will be giving some kind of minimum payment for everyone. Okay, everyone in the country will be getting the money needed for running his basic life, getting shelter and food, that kind of basic stuff. The government will be paying it. Okay, and if they want more money, they can do the job, and they can, otherwise they can just live without doing any job. Okay, that was the plan. Okay, so ultimately, so everyone is thinking that we have to do the work for our living, right? So it is not necessary, right? We are not here for do the job, right? We have to do the job because we need money for living our job, right? So right now it is not correct to say that we can introduce automation, like or robotics in every field. Okay, but in the long run, if the governments are planning properly, so there is no harm in introducing automation by releasing people from the work. Okay, people can do a lot of creative things, they can enjoy their life. Okay, while the machines can do the work for creating food and other things. Okay, so there is no overall, there is no harm or no problem in thinking that way. So our machines can do everything for us. We can enjoy the life. It is the best thing of equalizing the people. Okay, actually, I read a quote of Sam Pitado. He is the advisor to our India's former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, Dr. Manmohan Singh. The Sam Pitado mentioned that technology is the best leveler of people next to the death. Okay, so obviously, because of that technological improvements, the inequality between people will be reduced. Okay, so there is no harm in thinking that direction, but uh, like Implementing those things immediately, it's a problem, right? Without introducing any plans like universal basic income, and without analyzing about the outcome of that, if we directly introduce automation, obviously that is a dangerous thing. Okay, it will be it will be forcing the people to lose the job, and they it will put them in poverty. Okay, so that is a dangerous thing. I'm not talking about the immediate thing, but in the overall, a lot of countries had run the pilot program of basic universal basic income, and surprisingly the results were really very surprising. Unexpected results came. Okay, so as expected, that universal basic income solved the problem of job loss, and it avoided the poverty. Okay, and at the same time, the automation helped the people to create the necessary food or other stuff. Okay, so there is no change in the fundamental stuff. So everything was okay with the basic things. But apart from that, the surprising thing is many researchers related to this UBA is saying that people it is not forcing the people to become lazy. Instead, it encouraged the people to work more. That was very surprising. Actually, this discussion about this was like trending in Reddit for many days. Okay, similar, actually, I noticed similar researchers in few countries. Okay, so obviously it's a reliable stuff. It's not related to any specific country. Okay, actually the UBI that scheme is forcing or encouraging the people to work more. Okay, it's not making the people lazy, because people are hesitating to work just because of doing their not interested stuff just for getting money, right? So they will be limiting them to do the work within the 8 hours, that kind of stuff. But if we encourage the people to do whatever they want to do, they will be more interested in their doing the work related to their passion, right? Because UBI is doing that stuff. It's encouraging the people to do whatever they want. Okay, because it's giving the basic money needed to do their or live their basic stuff, right? So obviously they are having lot of free time. Okay, so within that free time, they are interested to do whatever they want to do, whatever field they are interested, whatever they are passionate about it. Okay, so obviously, they are doing a lot of interesting work, and their productivity is. I mean, they were producing a lot of innovative, creative stuff. That again, that also very useful to the society. Okay, so even some research, I am not going through the fully, but the from the discussions, what I got is. Uh, Whatever the money injected for implementing this program, they were able to get back that. Okay, um, one comment is saying that, okay, H7 Opala is saying that happier workforce is more productive, no more slavery. Yes, it's true. Okay, so it's a good thing, it seems. Actually, somewhat related. I am not so sure whether it's exactly same thing. In India also, that Mahatma Gandhi, that rural work program, that also something similar to that, right? But not exactly similar. That also, it seems giving some like some positive results, it seems. Okay, um, it may be completely different. I'm just telling an example, known example for me. Okay, but this UBI, that is completely different. That is giving the money needed for all the basic things. Okay, that means they need not do any work. Okay, they have to do the work only if they need more facilities or thing. But from the research results, we can understand that people were encouraged to do their passionate work, and their productivity is more because of their interest with that work, and it ultimately helped the society in a huge level. Okay, but it's a separate study, right? So we don't know the impact of introducing universal basic income entirely. in all places. But first of all, whether it's possible to implement it fully, okay. So obviously, it's very difficult to simultaneously implement this, right? So again, if we are implementing in one place and other people are forced to work heavily, again, it will be going the negative direction. Again, slavery kind of stuff will be coming up, right? So it's a like similar to technological improvements. The UBI, that also from economic and technological perspective, that also it's a very huge topic. It seems if anyone is more having more knowledge about that, you can participate in the QPT talks for talking about universal basic income. Otherwise, we can for these kind of topics, we can have a panel discussion. We can invite many people to discuss about things. Maybe someone will be supporting the scheme, someone may be opposing. So that will be getting more, giving more information, right? So I'm just thinking about that kind of panel discussion kind of stuff also. So actually, I already explained in my previous video about QPT talks. So either the guests can record a video to share their experience, or they can join the discussion with my YouTube viewers, or I can interact with them, or even I can make it as a panel discussion. Okay. So these kind of topics are more suitable for getting discussed with a panel. Another question is, do you think clinical research in foreign equal to the monopoly of secret experiments in India are equal, while thousands of Indian, Chinese, British are sitting in tech giant position? I don't know the. I don't get the proper meaning of the question. Can you reframe the question? I could understand the overview. Like a lot of clinical researches related to medical innovations are happening in the poor countries or developing countries with the help of tech giants Bill Gates' organization. So Uh, so let me first complete that stuff. Can you reframe the question? I understand the scenario what you're trying to say, but I couldn't get the question. Okay, maybe you're talking about, there are two things I am not getting from your question properly. One is whatever researches going on in European countries. Some people are questioning about the validity of that kind of researches in other countries. Okay, that is one thing. We noticed that it is not uh, not reliable in other countries. That got proved in many instances. Even for recently I uploaded one video related to blood oxygen measuring device. Okay, that was working good for white people, but it was not working for black people. Okay, because of the basic technology behind that, that functionality is based on the light, right? So obviously the skin color is affecting the performance of the device. Not only performance, even the core functionality of the device. Okay, so that kind of issues always will be there. All the clinical researchers done in one particular area may not be not only area, any kind of demography. Okay, so that may not be suitable for other demography. Okay, that is true. Another question is, I mean, every technology, neural technology to space science. Okay, I got your question. That's what I'm telling this example. Okay, so it's not good, right? So it's better to create local technologies. No one is going to deny that fact. Okay, uh, but because of the limited resources, we have to depend on other countries, right? So we have to, for anything, we have to give the importance to our local. Even many nutrients are saying that even for eating the food, we have to give importance to the food that are uh, uh, getting cultivated in local places. Okay, so it's a complete genetic evolution, right? So there are a lot of things are there. So we cannot just test it in one kind of people and implement it in others. So that is true only. But what your that is true. Everyone will agree. But what is your ultimate question? Whether uh, can you ask your ultimate question? You got, as I said, I already got your back. Whatever message you are trying to tell, I got the message, but I didn't get your question. And another comment is today is autumnal equinox. Okay, thanks for telling that information. I think Google might have put doodle for that, right? So I'll be checking that and put the doodle video. Yeah, actually, he explained the equinox also. Sun exposure is equal on both southern and northern hemisphere. Okay. Okay, he replied that I haven't seen that Google Doodle yet. Okay. Then it may be next day, maybe, right? Normally, I have noticed that Google is continuously putting Doodle for equinoxes. Okay. So obviously, they may be putting it. So it will be maybe 24th, maybe. Are you sure that equinox is on today, 23rd? Okay, I will check the doodle. Okay, thanks for reminding about it. Okay, and regarding that question, I'm not getting that question. Q and S. Can you please ask, frame your question? I got your point. Okay, doing clinical research in one place and implementing it and implementing it in another place is not a good practice. Okay, but somehow we have to handle the situation, right? So for example, in case of this COVID-19, so we cannot wait for the local development of vaccines, right, or medicines, right? So that's okay for emergency, okay, but in the long run, any country, not only our country, any country should develop, give importance to their local things. Okay, I agree that globalization has given a lot of benefits, but still the fundamental things needs to be done in local places. That is what my understanding. Even the wars like Ukraine, Russian war is telling that fact only, and the COVID-19 also uh, uh, given that lesson. Okay, so we need to understand or learn the lesson from that kind of incidents. That is true. Okay. Okay, thanks for your comment. Q&A is saying that he's following the channel for a few time. Okay, thanks for your comment. And instead of getting the more appreciation comments, I would like to get constructive criticisms. That is how I am improving. Okay, so many people guided me about even just giving like guidance for pronouncing the words. Okay, I'm not good at English, so because of their criticism or constructive criticism, I'm able to improve. Okay, step by step. Okay, so many people get in the initial stage. they suggested me that they couldn't understand my my accent or my way of talking. So I started putting the subtitles based on their feedback. So basically, these kind of feedbacks will be more useful for me to yeah, improve the channel as well as myself. Okay, so if you have any suggestions like that or any criticism, feel free to share that. Okay, but I may not be addressing all the criticisms immediately. Okay, but I will be keeping in mind, and whenever I am able to address that, surely I will be trying to implement it. Okay. Generally, in the case of QPT Talks, I would like to invite guests related to AI. If you anyone knows about people who are good at data science or any AI related stuff, we can have we can invite them, and uh, like uh, uh, topics like universal basic income. For that kind of topics, we can have a panel discussions. Some we can invite some people who are supporting that scheme, and some people who are opposing that kind of discussions we can have. And I would like to invite some experts to share their experiences related to graphene. Okay, I believe that will be useful, but I couldn't understand whether graphene is really useful. Okay, I used to read a lot of news items related to graphene, but still, it's not reaching the people, right? So I couldn't understand the market. So I would like to invite someone who is having hands-on with graphene, so that they can share their predictions about the growth of graphene. Okay. Um, Let me give one more point about emerging technologies. Even within the YouTube itself, I could comparatively, I'm talking about comparatively, the earnings will be better for emerging technologies related videos. Okay, that is one thing. Because, as I said, the competition for emerging technologies will be less. So, for example, if I am reporting any news related to any kind of huge events or any kind of mobile phones or something, that videos may not will not be getting enough views, or the RPM will be not good. Okay, I'm telling about AdSense RPM. Okay, but in the case of like emerging technology related topics, graphene or CRISPR gene editing. So even if I'm creating video very simply, that will be getting significant views comparing to other general topics. Okay, and the RPM also will be good. That means that competition is less. Okay, because of the nature of emerging technologies, the competition is less. But again, the nature of emerging technologies, the viewers are getting increased for that kind of technologies, because it's getting more exposure, right? Obviously, step by step, it will be getting more exposure. Many people will be coming to know about that kind of keywords. They will be searching it. So the number of searches will be more on the search engines, and the competition will be less. So obviously, our videos will be appearing. Okay, so that is one thing. Okay, and RPM also good, because if the person who is planning to advertise their products, or even not only products, in the case of emerging technologies, they may be looking for the resources like people, stuff. So they have to advertise, right? But there will be very less number of places available to show the advertisements. Again, they will be competing the ad places, limited ad places. So because of the high competition in the advertisement action, the RPM will be high. So RPM will be high, the traffic will be comparatively more. So obviously the earnings will be more without much effort. Only thing is we have to show interest in learning emerging technologies. That is the key thing. I'm taking or looking forward to put my focus on emerging technologies. Okay, but I clearly mentioned in many places I am not good at any kind of emerging technologies. My experience or my background is, actually I studied electronics and instrumentation and engineering. And my work experiences in software development testing, and my business experiences also related to software development kind of activities. Okay. So personally, I'm not having hands-on with any kind of emerging technologies. So I'm just trying to understand the practical stuff related to emerging technologies. Whatever information right now I am having is purely from reading press release materials and journals, open source journals. Okay. Uh, Another question comment is, I like to know how you get such valuable information about the source. It is interesting. Actually, I'm very open about that. If you go watch the videos in the description, I used to give the source, news source. Okay. Similarly, the journal link also I used to give. Okay. Uh, that mostly I used to get the in generally I used to get news from the news providers like Eureka Alert. Okay. uh, that kind of websites. They are providing all the press release materials in one place. Okay. I used to go through that. Apart from that, I used to follow all the universities' Twitter handles and big research companies' Twitter handles. Okay. So this is a first step, but the important step is I need to check the importance of that news items, because these kind of press releases every day they will be releasing hundreds of new news, right? For me, it's very difficult to understand the impact of that innovation just by reading their press release materials. Everyone will be they saying that their innovation is key, right? So it's true for them. It will be very important. Okay. But from general perspective, I don't know whether the people will be interested in knowing that stuff. So I used to cross check with various social media sites. I used to search for that keyword in various social medias like Twitter and Reddit, and how the discussions are going about that stuff. Okay. And since I'm uploading the news for many years, I just by seeing the news topic, I can remember the any related news based on my previous experiences. So based on that, I can predict the importance of that innovations. Okay. So I used to give all the details about the source. And another command is, I believe is most of your YouTube shows are already applied in foreign in country, but in India it is different. It is a secret experiment here. Okay. So everywhere there will be secret experiments, right? In China, we heard that a lot of secret experiments are happening, especially the gene editing related stuff. The country officially banned that, but unofficially encourages the scientists to not only not. I cannot say that encourages. They're just ignoring to control them. They're just not banning the researches related to gene editing. Okay. um, Even like embryo development and that related researches are like um, some researches are banned, some of them are not banned. So the people who are allowed to do some experiments, they are doing some unallowed experiments also. So we cannot avoid that kind of secret experiments. Like I somewhere I read that because of that kind of experiments only we got a lot of improvements. Okay, that is a different topic. But I don't understand what exactly you are trying to say. I'm just talking about generally. Okay, so can you give some example? What kind of experiments, secret experiments? Okay, thanks for your comments. Okay. Okay, let me continue my talk related to emerging technologies. I talked about the importance of emerging technologies, right? I just talked about from my personal experience how I faced difficulties in doing software development business, and how it was very easy for me to enter into YouTube because of the emerging technology nature of the YouTube. And again, within the YouTube channel itself, I'm facing difficulty in getting views for common topics, but I found it easy to get views and get good RPM for emerging technologies related keywords. Okay, but that is not the only reason of putting focus on emerging technologies. Personally, I'm interested in any kind of new technologies. Okay, I used to read about it, but I'm not expert in any kind of technologies. I'm not having any hands-on, and it's very difficult for me to understand everything mentioned in the research papers. Okay, so I'm not going in that direction. But what I'm feeling is with kind of exposure I got, I will be able to transfer the information between uh, scientists and entrepreneurs in various fields. That is what my primary focus. I'm not going to try to understand everything in all the research papers, but I am interested in knowing the importance of the any kind of new innovations and reliability of that news, the background, why they are developing, and the impact in other associated technologies or any kind of related technologies, and how it's going to generally impact the humanity. Okay, that kind of stuff. Okay, still I couldn't understand space related researches. Okay, why people are spending a lot of money, especially Elon Musk is trying to colonize the Mars, right? Those, still, frankly speaking, I'm not able to understand those things, even though I'm interested in knowing them, and I will be able to understand some part of technological related stuff there. The overall picture still I couldn't understand. So the Earth itself having a lot of difficulties, and even opportunities for improvements. Why they are spending money? That obviously my question. But still, from various discussions, I could understand that that also needed. Like I have gone through various articles which explain because of the space research only we were able to get a lot of improvements in our Earth. Okay, so that researches which were done for space, after a few years they are releasing it to the public, and with that technology many entrepreneurs came up with a lot of new innovations like that. I heard about it. So but still I couldn't understand how it's happening, and whether it's worth that kind of questions are still there. But uh, yeah, what I'm trying to say is I'm not I'm not trying to understand each and everything happening in all the technologies. Still I couldn't imagine how the nanotechnology, that kind of stuff is going on. But still I hope that nanotechnology is having huge impact. Okay, I already created playlist for nanotechnologies also. I already uploaded a lot of videos related to that. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is I'm having limited knowledge in all the things. It's very difficult to for me to understand everything. But what I'm seeing is there is a huge gap between communicating or transferring the information between various people. Okay, um, um, okay, so obviously, I am willing to fill that gap. So I explained the details, that stuff in various my previous videos. But still, I understand that, or I believe that there is a huge role I can play in connecting the scientists and the entrepreneurs because of my exposure and interest and my background, work background, other stuff. Okay, so, but personally, I believe it's not that much Okay, let me reframe the words. Okay, so I'm personally interested in doing it, and I'm seeing the huge demand. But what I'm hesitating is I'm not good in speaking and good in arranging the meetings, other stuff. So that made made me to hesitate in setting these steps. Okay, but I waited for many years, right? But no one is taking that initiative. It is fully competition free thing. So I thought of taking initiative for that, and I would like to improve the skills needed to do it properly. Okay, so definitely I will be learning more about running the online meetings properly, and inviting people, and running Google Ads campaigns for finding out the suitable guest speakers, and encouraging my viewers to refer their known experts in any field. Okay, so I'm just exploring various skills needed to do it. Okay, and I would like to uh, improve my speaking skills. I have to. So for that, I will be doing a lot of live Q&A session. So as I said previously, right now I don't have any proper schedule. I don't know how the people will be expecting me to fix the schedule or something. Okay, so I'm just open for their suggestion. So if you are interested to speak about any topic, you can just inform me your preferred timing. I will just start the Google Meet. I will send the Google Meet link, and once you start speaking, I will be live streaming it to my YouTube channel, and 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 we can explore like that. Okay, but if two people are interested to have a panel discussion, then obviously we have to fix a schedule, because we cannot just like that start the session, right? um okay, let me explore everything. So I'll be exploring daily. Okay, so I would like to get you all your feedback. Okay, so feedback that are useful to improve myself, and improve the channel, and particularly the making the QPT talk successful. Okay, and, and another comment is, I hope I can get your mail ID. A mail ID, rajamanikam.a@gmail.com. You can find it in the about section of the channel. Okay, you can get it, rajamanickam dot a@gmail.com. Okay, okay. So, any other questions? Okay. Uh, okay, and if there are no other questions, I will be stopping it. And as I said, I just started this live session just for QA purpose. But in the future, maybe I can come up with any specific topic and will be talking about any specific topic. Okay. So, another question is, what about Earth life? Earth life means, what do you mean? You mean human lifetime period, or you're talking about the life of Earth? So, if you're asking about the life of Earth, I used to read a lot of press releases related to innovations related to that thing. Recently, some researchers found a wooden log that is the evidence of uh, that that gives some information about Earth, and basically the polarity changes, how it's getting changed, and so their human society is trying to understand the Earth with carbon dating. Okay, you're asking about did space science help to improve Earth life? Okay, that is what I understand from. I already talked about that, right? Actually, I had that question, why the governments are spending a lot of money for space related technologies, while we have to improve a lot in Earth. But in that part of that articles, the part of them is like they're telling that the space science is useful to improve the Earth life. That's what they are saying. Um, but I don't know. Some what I already talked about one part. Whatever technologies they are developing for space, that kind of technologies are getting used in Earth. Okay, so they are releasing the technologies as open source to the public, and many entrepreneurs use that for developing various things, especially various materials developed for the space science. They are getting used in like a lot of stuff, especially lightweight materials. Okay, a lot of that kind of technologies, they're useful in Earth. There is no question about it. But apart from that, many research papers are saying that they found a lot of minerals in moon. That minerals are useful. That kind of like fuel. So that kind of discussions or articles are there. Okay, but I don't know whether practically useful in the coming or in the near future. Okay, um, let us see how it's going on. Okay, but personally, it's okay to my personal feeling is it's okay to have space related researchers, provided that the money spending should be like meaningful. Okay, I believe still our Earth is facing the inequality problems, right? Everyone is not getting the basic needs, so a lot of problems are there. That kind of problems can be solved with the existing technologies. So it's not the question is not about technologies. Question is about priority. Okay, so the priority should be always. Personally, I believe that it should be given here, right? Okay, I I would like to talk about materials that are also very important. I already told about graphene. Similarly, various new materials are also getting developed, and a lot of like energy creation, like fuel cells, hydrogen fuel cells, and a lot of new approaches are there. And another important topic is IoT. I would like to get more details about IoT. So, if anyone is having any experience with IoT, they can participate in the QPT Talks, Internet of Things. Okay, I heard that that also going to heavily impact the human life. Okay, and gene editing, that stuff. Okay, that are all the major things. But apart from that, a lot of researchers are also going on photon based computers, and photon based everything, not only computer. They're trying to use the light instead of the electrons to speed up the things. Okay, but I don't know the timeline of real usage of those kind of technologies. Okay. Okay. So, if if you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, I will just end this team. Okay. Thanks for participating here and asking questions. I would like to get all the feedbacks and the suggestions to make it uh, uh, useful channel. Okay, and if you know anyone interested in sharing their experiences, just let me know, or you can give my email id to them so that they can contact me, and we can go further. Okay, thanks.